Today, we'll be talking about my favorite comic book character interpretations outside of the comics. So, this is a favorite list, not best, so bias is definitely included. Any portrayal from any time period is eligible, so there are probably going to be spoilers. Finally, this list is only for mediums that are non-print, so no comics, no graphic novels, etc. Alright, number 5. Black Panther, Captain America, Civil War. Maybe it's because this was the last movie I saw in theaters. Maybe it's because this role helped fill a glaring hole in pop culture. But I had absolutely no hesitation putting Black Panther on this list. Chadwick Boseman approached this role with the dignity of a king and the intensity of a warrior. Every time his character was on screen, he demanded your attention and respect. Some people said that he stole the movie. The Russo brothers did a great job of interweaving him into the main storyline, and I can't wait to see his solo film. On a side note, props to Marvel for having 3 people of African descent in this one movie playing central roles, and they're all portrayed as individuals rather than stereotypes. Number 4. Iron Man, Marvel Cinematic Universe. You know, I could pretty much say this for each entry on the list, but Robert Downey Jr. is Iron Man. The relationship between RDJ and Tony Stark is basically symbiotic. He was so good in this role that it almost single-handedly resurrected his career while simultaneously launching Tony Stark into the stratosphere. Before the MCU, Iron Man was kind of almost a B character in the eyes of non-comic book reading fans, and probably some comic book reading fans. Now he's a household name. The wit and the quirks that go along with his portrayal shine through, even in movies that are less than stellar. My favorite thing is that he's a flawed character that has tons of internal stimulation and motivation for his actions, so he basically stands out regardless of the plot. Number 3. Dick Grayson, Young Justice. So, the Young Justice animated series is my favorite comic book anything. Hopefully season 3 becomes a reality. This Dick Grayson has amazing character development. You know, the entire team, they want to step out of the shadows of their mentors and become heroes rather than sidekicks. But Dick's story is a bit more complicated. He wants to be a hero, of course, but not only is his mentor a great hero, but he's considered the greatest leader in the universe. So that puts extra pressure on him from himself, from the team, and from Batman. So this pressure forms a diamond as the show goes on, and he starts season 2 as Nightwing and the leader of the team. The Nightwing change kind of, set to separate him from the Batman thing, but he's actually more like Batman in his Nightwing persona than he was before. Number 2, the Joker, The Dark Knight. Brokeback Mountain meets DC Comics. I could try to explain the amount of backlash for this announcement, but you really had to be there to experience it for yourself. There weren't many people who thought this was a great casting, and I was definitely with the majority. My opinion, though, changed completely right after the scene in the beginning of the movie inside the bank. At that point, he had my full attention, and all of my preconceived notions were gone. He completely overshadowed everyone else in the movie. Outside of your purists who hate change and your extreme loyalists who feel that if you aren't doing it like their favorite, then you aren't doing it well, this portrayal was basically universally lauded. He was at the same time funny, menacing, annoying, almost likable. He falls short of the top spot because we only got one movie, and bias on my part because he isn't my favorite character of all time. So those who know me pretty much know who number 1 is. But first, let's get into some honorable mentions.
Nice job, kid.
Thanks. Well, I could have stuck the landing a little better. It's just a new suit. Wait, it's nothing. Mr. Stark, it's perfect. Thank you.
Yeah, we don't really need to start a conversation.
Okay. Captain? Big fan?
the homophobic shit makes it sound super gay.
Number 1, Deadpool. Ryan Reynolds was born to play Deadpool. There are so many reasons outside of his actual performance in the Deadpool movie. His performance as Wade Wilson in the Wolverine Origins movie was actually pretty good until Fox took a dump on the character. Seriously, how do you take a character whose nickname is the Merc with a mouth and sew his mouth shut? Whoever directed that movie needs to have a rock thrown at their head. But anyway, I digress. Ryan Reynolds put in an incredible amount of work to get this character properly represented on the big screen. Oftentimes, characters with multiple depictions outside of their comic books are shown vastly different from portrayal to portrayal. Ryan Reynolds' performance was really more like an amalgamation of many portrayals of Deadpool in the past. He knocked it out of the park and put on screen what I always wanted out of a live version of Deadpool. So, did you like the list? Who would be your top 5? Make sure to subscribe for more lists as well as other videos. I'm SPJ and I'll talk to you guys later. Peace.